Rainbowzooka!
Hey guys!
How you doing? Did you have a good week? Because I'm sure you did.
Welcome to Rainbowzooka, connecting through awkward and occasionally dance.
This week's episode is about connecting through dance. I am a dancer. I started doing pseudo-professional dancing back when I was in the 5th grade with a dance company called Believe in Me. And I was with them from 5th grade all the way up to high school. Through Believe in Me, I gained a scholarship to Ballet Austin and Austin Musical Theater. 2 weeks after starting Ballet Austin, I joined the Nutcracker. And was probably like the best Fritz ever. Humbleness. Believe in Me ended around freshman, sophomore year, and I did some dance things in high school, but I didn't get serious with it. I had shifted to theater itself, and then after high school, I was just like, I need to do something. And two of the coworkers that I had at the first job that I've ever had were ballet dancers. They're like, you should come to class. Oh my gosh, you can do all these things. And I'm like, okay. So I came to class and never left. And I've been with my current dance company for the last, God, it's gonna be 6 years, if not longer than that. Yeah, I can fly. And there's a picture of me flying. And another one. Yes. I know all sorts of different dance styles. I know ballet, I know West African, I know salsa, merengue, I know calypso, I know some electronic dance, I know all sorts. Samba is one of my favorites. I love a lot of hip hop. I love a lot of modern. Would love to learn more tango. Would love to learn more flamenco.
I love the tango.
Tango is sex on heels.
It is.
Tango's very, very fun. I love to do choreography. I love to make shows. I love to write shows. I love lighting direction. I love all of dance. I did not choose to go in a professional manner because I felt like if I started putting like money to it and like trying to survive, I would lose my love for it. It would be far too serious, so I kept it a hobby.
I'm the same way with theater.
Explain.
And I got into it deliberately in middle school to try to get over stage fright, because I used to actually be an extremely shy and unapproachable person, meek like a mouse.
Meek.
Then I got into theater and got minions. So I started in theater doing tech work behind the scenes, and then the school psychologist, who I basically just, that's a long story. I was at the school psychologist because I didn't like math class, basically. But she recommended a theater program that was intensive in Wimberley, Texas, and I went there for 2 summers, and it was the most humanizing experience of my life, and sort of turned me into the person I am now. But I could not do it for a living.
Tell us your secrets.
Tell us your secrets, your stories.
The bulk of my dance experience came from color guard in high school. I joined right out of the gate freshman year, tried out, and I really enjoyed it because we never actually focused on one dance methodology. I mean, of course, we focused very heavily on classical ballet because of the form training. But when it came to the actual dance and choreography, there was never a limit, which was really a lot of fun for me because I didn't think about it. Just got a lot of experience and I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't have any professional training, didn't join any dance studios. I did have a lot of at-home training, if you will, though. When I was younger, of course, my family was Hispanic. The family I lived with was Hispanic, so we did a lot of merengue and salsa, and that was my introduction to dance, and I loved it from the get-go. So being able to join color guard and learn actual technique and explore the different styles of dance, because we were always learning different things. It was a lot of fun, and to this day I still love learning about it, but time and money, and so I've never taken it any further than that. But I did actually take a little bit of tango in college, and that was my favorite.
Yeah, you did have fun with that.
Oh my God, it's fantastic.
Tango's the best. Story time with Michael. The reason I wanted to talk about dance this week is because connecting through awkward is just as important as connecting through dance. I encourage you all to go dance wherever you go. If there's live music, if there's really anything, you just don't even need music, just start dancing. People will dance with you. First they'll give you a weird look, which is awesome, because they're typically like, what is he doing? What's happening? Why? And then they get over that, and then you start dancing, and then you have people watching you, and then those people that are watching you disappear, and it's just you and that person who happens to be dancing with you, and then if more people come, then it's like the whole party. It's freaking, it's so powerful. Like, there's just so much energy, and there's this deep connection. Oh my god, it felt so good.
Your life became a music video?
My life became a music video on multiple occasions. Story time, beginning at the beginning.
Okay.
I got invited to a birthday party for a friend of mine who will recall Relig, spelled R-E-L-I-G, Relig. He likes to go out dancing, and likes to go downtown, so we went downtown and I offered to be his designated driver because I do not drink. Those are empty calories and I don't like the way that it tastes. I got to the first destination and I saw a friend of mine, and it was awesome. I'm like, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, we're playing here. I love his band. His band plays such good music. I was so pumped, and I'm like, sweet, I get to see Relig. And wait, and so I asked the band member, is Pride gonna be here? And he's like, yeah, he should. I don't see why he wouldn't. And I'm like, okay, is the whole crew gonna be here? He's like, yeah, everybody's gonna be here. So I get to see Relig and Pride. It was awesome. Of course, then I had to do that whole, like, I'm gonna spend time with you, I'm gonna spend time with you. So the code word was tag, and I'd run off. And everybody would watch me run. It was a really packed house, and there was a show going on already. I forget what it was called. I think it was called like Fantasy and Reality or something like that, where people just stand on stage and they're like, these are my fantasies. And everybody comes together and makes these fantasies a reality as much as they can, or puts the energy out there. I spent some good time with Relig, and I met some of his friends, and his friends were cool as Pride finally gets there after I meet with all the band members, and I'm like, dude! And he's like, wait, did I invite you? And I'm like, no, but I just happened to be here because it's somebody else's birthday. And he's like, dude, that's awesome. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. And we were like, yay! And then I met all of Pride's other friends that I did not know yet. And all of Pride's friends are some of the coolest folks I have met in recent times. I proceeded to spend the rest of the night playing tag and jumping from one group to the other. And they had magnificently spread themselves from one end to the other end. So I could just run between the two and not really bother with any of them mixing too much. Not that that would have been a problem, but they didn't know them and I didn't know enough of either of them to make them mingle. So it was good that they had their own time and I got to spend time with both groups independently. As I was with Relig, some of the performers on stage were doing actually really good musical numbers, and so I waltzed by myself out there. Then this really gorgeous chick started dancing with me, and at first she was just like, I am not having any of you, whatever, and then I was like, whatever, and I started doing a little bit more and getting more into it and just having more fun with it. And then before I realized, like, everybody in the whole audience was really just watching me and not really watching the performer, which was kind of sad, but at the same time, me. So then I started looking at the chick that was dancing with me. She was gorgeous, her lines were great, she was on time, and we synced up, like our eyes synced up, and it was so intimate and it was so passionate. It was so strong and powerful. It was so fun. So fun. And then we stopped after like the music ended, and we did it in like this kind of unscripted, unintentional pose next to each other, and we just kind of just stood next to each other looking forward with our arms just down. It was so... And then after a couple moments we kind of looked at each other and we're like, you know how to dance, you're gorgeous, you're fun, oh my gosh. And then we squeed with each other, just She told me all about herself, and then I met her friends. It was really cool. She invited me to a show. Sweet. I was so happy to have danced with her. And then what was even cooler was that show ended and Pride's show started. Pride's not in that band, but his friends, of course, who I'm now friends with, are, and they're amazing. They're a really, really cool band. I've seen that band transform over the last few months, and they've got an amazing sound, and I love dancing with them. And Pride and I like to waltz during some of their numbers too, and we look good together. Like, we have proper form, we have a whole dance break, like the band gets into it, like it's so cool. It's so cool. And then I also started doing really crazy hip things because I'm really good at belly dancing. We get to a point where Relig, because this is his birthday night, goes to our second destination. I am like, I want to stay for the show. So I get to a point where I stay for like 2 more shows. I dance with a couple more people that I do kind of know and some that I kind of don't know. And it was a blast and people really enjoyed me dancing and really enjoyed the band, which is the most important part. It was really freaking fun. So I said bye to Pride and some of his friends, and I went over to the second destination. The highlight of that night, aside from having a really good time with Relig, is that one of his friends is actually a professional ballet dancer, and we had a freaking blast dancing. Like, we had a blast dancing. On top of that, there was this poor lonely girlfriend of this really boring straight guy. Keep in mind, this is at a gay bar, and she was kind of just left to her own devices because he was tired or something, and he had to go get a drink in order to start dancing, and she's kind of just standing there with this gorgeous blue dress, and all of the stuff was going on. She had to go, and I just was like, you know what? And I'm gonna be an eagle to your Pomeranian and just swoop. And I did, and I taught her some salsa, and found out that she is horribly smart. And we danced, and she was rocking it, she was having so much fun, and then I told her, like, hey, if your boyfriend's not going to dance with you, pretend like he's an inanimate object and dance upon him. If he does not dance with you, he's an idiot, and you should drop him like a stone in water. To which case, he finally came around.
Connecting through dance.
Connecting through dance.
And friends.
And friends. We came back around, danced with the ballet guy, learned all about him. He's a freaking cool guy, freaking nicest guy I've met in some time too, outside of Pride's friends, like, freaking cool people. And I ended the night around like 5:15 after going to get some food with Relig, and just probably stayed in the rest of the following day in bed because I was just like, I'm sore from everything, but it was so worth it. Connecting through dance. So I urge you all, go out and dance randomly. Meet people. You hear a cool song in the gas station and there is a sassy person in general.
If you see sass, dance.
If you see sass, put on your dance pants and start dancing. Because you're going to have a good time with that person. Even if it's for 5 seconds, you're going to have a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Rainbowzooka.
Rainbowzooka.
I said rainbow.
Rainbow?
Rainbow.
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 I like it kind of boop with that rainbow.
Alright. If you really liked it, press the like button. If you super liked it, press the subscribe button. Again, new things come out every week. Love you, bye! I wanted to hear the real thing! Ah. We have a minute, so you know what I'm gonna do with the rest of this time?
Holy pants.
Holy pants! Everybody! Holy pants dance!
Just great balls of fire.
Holy pants dance! Do the holy pants dance! Holy pants!
I just worked here.
Dance with us, bitch! Dance! Holy hands! Holy pants!